And we're back. We got another interview today with Logan Tobin. Just a brief overview. Jacob Newman does interviews that are a bit more sensitive and dive deep into a person's personality and characteristics, whereas I dive deep into the SBL or the Summer Basketball League of it, like how a person plays or how they think the season is gone or going, or they plan to see it, the future of it, whatever. And in today's, we talked to Logan Tobin, like I said, about his draft strategy, how the draft went, his MVP candidacy, where he thinks about that, and where he sees the league in 5 to 10 years from now. So if you want to see more content, I need you to hit that like button and subscribe. That's the only way I'm going to know if you guys like this content. And leave a comment about who you think I should interview next. I got 42 people to go through in this league, and if we want to get through them all, I need you guys to let me know who's going next. So let's get right into the video here. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of our SBL interviews. Today I got Logan Tobin sitting alongside me. He's the captain for the Lakers. Was fortunate enough to have the 5th overall pick in our draft. Likes to complain a lot. He's a good hooper. But what was your draft strategy going into the draft?
All right, my draft strategy was to pick up the best available guy I thought at the time, and it just so happened that they were all tall guys who would rebound well, who I thought that I could play well with, who were big and could get the rebound, and I put myself at the point guard spot, so because I think that I could make good plays for them and create open looks for them.
How do you think the draft went in terms of your team?
I believe my team is one of the best in the draft, if not probably the best, because we are ranked number 1 for the power rankings. I believe we have great big guys who can box people out and get the rebounds and go to work themselves. I believe our defense is probably going to be killer lockdown, because we got Mitchell off the bench and we got Cody Bushway, who captains are saying is probably a sleeper with his basketball IQ and knows where to be at. And then we got 2 bigs who can just block shots everywhere they go.
So the power rankings were released. We all know who's number 1. You're very excited to be number 1 on the list. How does that feel going into the SBL's first season?
That feels really good, but they're all just rankings at the end of the day. We got to go out there and perform well and just make sure we click well as a team.
What are your team's strengths?
Our team strengths, I believe, is defense and rebounding the ball and getting a lot of loose balls.
How about the weaknesses?
Our weaknesses, I believe, probably shooting, but I believe our inside presence is just going to be our dominant trait for our team.
So just to be clear here for everybody in the audience, you see yourself as the MVP favorite, correct?
I do see myself as one of the MVP favorites.
Why?
I believe I have a great skill set. I can pass well. I can make other players better, shoot well, rebound well. I feel like I was a top 4 candidate. You put me as your number 1. I was calling out Jacob Newman for not having me in the top 4, but I guess I'll prove him in the Summer League.
You're one of the more well-rounded, respected captains in the league. How do you feel about that?
I'm looking forward to getting my guys involved and playing basketball, and I want to make this league a big summer event every year and just have a lot of guys playing basketball because it's what I love to do.
What does it mean to be the SBL's first official logo?
It means a lot to me. I really wanted to be the logo, and I just wanted to be the face of the league, one of the faces of the league, and it's just pretty cool to me.
This is the first year of the SBL. We all know that. What are your expectations for it?
My expectations for the league is good basketball and just fun environment to be around everyone because everyone knows each other. But I also think it's going to be very competitive, and a few harsh words are going to be thrown out here and there, and I think it's just going to be a fun environment to be in.
Yeah. Where do you see this league in 5 years, per se?
I see it all over Vermont. We got a young guy running the league who's very motivated to keep the basketball growing in this community. I think he said he wants to invite college guys to play, guys from New York, everywhere. I think it's going to be pretty cool for Vermont.
Well, Logan, thank you for joining us today. I appreciate your time. Wonderful. We'll have to do this again next year or post-season when you get bounced in the first round.